Topping today's news, Prime Minister Philip Davis reacts to the New York Appellate Court ruling against CCA. A new community center opens in Nassau Village. The police make an arrest in the beating of a woman on Blue Hill Road. A man shot while parked on the waterfront on the Eastern Road. And Jcn reveals its Person of the Year for 2024. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jarino Saunders. This is your Jcn Evening News. It's a pleasure to have you join us. On Thursday, the Appellate Division of the New York Supreme Court had denied China Construction America, CCA's motion to stay the enforcement of the whopping $1.6 billion they were ordered to pay Sarkis Ismailian for their role in the delayed completion and bankruptcy of Bahamas Resort, which means CCA will now be made to pay that whopping $1.6 billion court order. Today, Prime Minister Philip Davis was asked to share his thoughts on the ruling and if he had any concerns.
Hotels are operating. We got what we want. We got the hotels open, we got them operating. We have thousands of Bahamas working in these hotels, and I don't think that that the operations here could or would be affected by what's going on in the United States at this time.
Mr. Ismailian, the original proprietor of Bahama, was granted this judgment earlier this year after a New York judge ruled that the CCA was the direct cause of Bahamas' bankruptcy back in 2015. The Prime Minister was asked of any potential impact on hotel employees if hotels like the Hilton Margaritaville had to be sold in order for CCA to make the payout, as it has claimed since the initial ruling.
When you said hotel, when you say liquidated, what do you mean by liquidated? The hotels are here, the rooms are here, they'll be operating here. All could happen is a change in ownership. Doesn't mean that the hotel's going to close or jobs will be lost, right? And in those instances, the government will have a duty in the public interest to ensure that jobs are protected.
On Thursday, when asked a similar question, Attorney General Senator Ryan Pinder said at the time that it was a little bit too early to give proper commentary on the matter. He emphasized, though, that the Davis administration does not find the ruling alarming and will look out for the best interest of the Bahamas and Bahamian workers. Nassau Village constituents receiving a gift just in time for the holiday season as the brand new Nassau Village Community Center was unveiled today. The ribbon cutting ceremony commemorated a new beginning for the constituency as the center will be a hub for a number of community outreach initiatives. Nassau Village Member of Parliament Jamal Strawn gave heartfelt remarks and reflected on the journey to the unveiling.
This isn't just the buildings, my friends and family. It's a testament to our collective commitment to creating safer communities where everyone belongs, where everyone thrives, and where every voice can be heard. It's a physical manifestation of our shared dreams, a dream that quite frankly, initially most doubted. A dream that some dismissed as overly ambitious, particularly for a young member of parliament and a constituency that has been consistently overlooked and underserved.
That's right, that's right.
But today, Nassau Village, we stand here as proof that perseverance, determination, and an unwavering belief in our community can overcome even the most daunting obstacles.
Also in attendance was Prime Minister Philip Davis, who said the new community center is a huge accomplishment. He spoke on the importance of togetherness, stressing that the center is an opportunity for the Nassau Village community to do just that, come together in the face of all things negative like crime and violence.
We often talk about how it takes a village to successfully raise and protect a child. It is through community hubs like this one that we will recapture that sense of shared responsibility and shared commitment to community development and advancement. Times have changed, but it is still possible to make our communities really feel like communities again. This is what the modern day village looks like. a place of peace where members of this community can comfortably and safely engage with the uplifting and enriching activities that will be launched from this center.
The Finnish Center also doubles as a hurricane shelter for the community of Nassau Village. On Thursday, the Gaming Board of the Bahamas and the Bahamas Public Service Union signed a new industrial agreement at the board's headquarters on 2nd Terrace, Collins Avenue. Dr. Daniel Johnson, executive chairman of the Gaming Board, said both sides compromised to reach the agreement, which is expected to help the board improve its services.
This is a result of good communication, good collaboration, and good compromise. And I hope that we continue to communicate, collaborate, and compromise where it's mutually beneficial. The Gaming Board is really happy to say that we enjoy very good relations with unions, stewards, staff. Congratulations, Mr. Smalls, Mr. Sands, everyone involved in this, our legal team, but mainly the staff and stakeholders who work very hard, have done exceptionally well this year.
BPSU President Kimsley Ferguson said members will be happy with the benefits in the agreement as it has the potential to change the quality of their life.
Increased benefits in the area of phone allowances, mileage allowances, on-call allowances, but more so the general focus, while there were improvements in those areas, was the salary increases themselves over the course of a 5-year period. We're pleased and satisfied that persons will be able to move to even a little higher standard of living based on the increases that we would have been able to agree to today.
Both sides say the negotiations were smooth. Meanwhile, with many of our young people dying from violence, traffic fatalities, combined with the high number of deaths from non-communicable diseases, graveyards are becoming overpopulated, with public cemeteries like Spikenard in southwestern New Providence running out of space. According to the Minister of Public Works, Clay Sweeting, Spikenard is set to be expanded.
Well, we are aware of the need for expansion there. We have working along with land and surveys to expand Spikenard there, so we are aware, we're working along, so you should see in the next few months the expansion of the graveyard there.
Sweeting says as the ministry works to resolve the issue, the public can expect to see an expansion at that cemetery very soon.
We have a process at the ministry that may take, it doesn't happen overnight, it may take a few days, but I think the process for the most part, I have very few complaints, if any, in regards to approvals for getting a plot or anything in that matter. I mean, we're working to see what's available from Crown land, and then we can say, because we'll go by acres, and then once the acreage is determined, then we'll determine how many plots allotment will be there. But we're aware, Ministry of Works is working on it, and hopefully within the next few months we should see an expansion there.
The minister confirms that they have an idea of what needs to be done, and with the expansion plans already underway, they hope to resolve a lot of the problems within the next 6 months. And finally, in this segment, she is about to make history and has an outstanding career in law enforcement spanning more than 3 decades. And she has received numerous awards. Now she is about to receive another. The management of the Jones Communications Network and a special committee of civil society and the Person of the Year Awards are pleased to announce that Ms. Shanta Knowles, the next Commissioner of Police, is the JCN Person of the Year for 2024. Every year for over 2 decades now, JCN gives the award to the person who has used head, heart, and hands to promote the common good for the overall growth and development of the Bahamas. Making the announcement, Ms. Kimberly Jones, Chief Executive Officer of JCN, she said this historic appointment of Ms. Knowles as Commissioner of Police is groundbreaking, as she becomes the first female to head the Royal Bahamas Police Force since women were allowed to join the constabulary in 1964. The new commissioner will receive the award in a special ceremony on January 27, 2025 in the JCN Media Theater right here on University Drive. You're listening to JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.